The race for the world's fastest supercomputer is on.
We are announcing Frontier. It is going to be able to do 2,000 petaflops or 2 exaflops.
Researchers in Japan used the supercomputer Fugaku to simulate how the novel coronavirus spreads.
ओम एक 96 कोर मॉन्स्टर प्रोसेसर जो इंडिया का सीडैक बना रहा है, जो इस साल या अगले साल रेडी होगा TSMC के 5 नैनोमीटर नोड के ऊपर.
Did you know that Union Cabinet of India has approved close to 10,000 crores for artificial intelligence development? As part of this transformative AI mission, India is planning to procure a huge number of GPUs, close to 10,000 of them, for creating world-class supercomputer. This is not the first such initiative. In the last 10 years, National Supercomputing Mission (NSM) has accelerated the development of supercomputers in a big way. Also, a year back, Indian government has approved to invest close to $2 billion for adding 9 more supercomputers to the existing work. But where are we really when compared to the nations in the world? What are the future plans of India in the field of AI and supercomputing? Before we proceed, I request you to take a moment and subscribe my YouTube channel and share it to your friends. Based on website top500.org, which is a worldwide trusted source for gathering data on supercomputers, there is still a lot of catching up to do. This website lists top 500 supercomputers around the world by ranking their performance based on LinPack benchmark. As per the latest results, there are just 4 supercomputers mentioned from India. Can you imagine how much of supercomputers get ranked from United States and China out of top 500 in terms of performance? It is 161 from US and 104 from China, which is a total of 53%. To give a comparison of their performance, the top 3 supercomputers have achieved performance of more than 0.5 exaflop per second, with Frontier leading all by an order of magnitude with performance of 1.1 exaflops per second. On the other hand, India's fastest supercomputer, Hyderabad, has a rank of 90 and it has achieved maximum performance of 8.5 petaflops per second. Petaflops per second is 1 quadrillion floating point operations per second, or 10 power 15, which means 1 million billion operations per second. Exaflops, on the other hand, is 1000 times higher magnitude than petaflops, which is 1 billion operations per second. However, the number of supercomputers in top 500 itself doesn't solve anything, but most powerful supercomputers in the nation can expedite the country's advance in science fields like weather forecasting, nuclear reactor setup, genetic study, and others. So now let's look at the plans that Indian government and industries are taking to address the gap. While focus on supercomputers initially began in 1980s with the involvement of major organizations like BARC, CDAC, CDOT, and others, accelerated efforts in supercomputing began in 2015 when National Supercomputing Mission was launched. Under this mission, as per Department of Science and Technology website, more than 25 supercomputing systems were commissioned by mid of last year. As per NSM, a total of 7 systems were commissioned with computing power of greater than 1 petaflop. Secondly, the government has been vocal about public-private partnership to develop supercomputing systems. This is important because supercomputer development requires a lot of investment, development infrastructure, and talent. As we have seen in one of the videos, Reliance and Tata have come forward to develop supercomputing ecosystem for the nation to cater to different AI applications. Thirdly, India's CDAC has taken initial steps to create country's first self-designed high-performance computing CPU. This first chip by India, named ARM, will be designed by taking support of design provider ARM Limited, which is competitor to Intel and AMD, and the launch is planned this year. This is a genius strategy by India because ARM is a neutral design provider based out of UK, and it helps to address India's security concerns. Also, the research says if this chip is successfully developed, its performance can rival that of Japan's Fugaku and American Summit supercomputers. This innovation in chip design can propel India to lead in the supercomputer race. We have so far discussed about the government efforts to drive supercomputing. Now we are at the last section to see what are the applications of supercomputing and what have they been used for. Supercomputers are high performance machines and they are used to perform complex computations that are normally not possible in other general purpose computers. Let me give some examples. In case of United States, the top supercomputer Frontier is being used to model the entire lifespan of nuclear reactor and is also leveraged to integrate artificial intelligence with modeling and simulation tasks for research purposes. In another case, the most powerful supercomputer of Japan, Fugaku, has the power to identify the most effective COVID-19 drug in just 3 days and has also provided various solutions during COVID pandemic. In case of Indian supercomputer Airavat, it is being used for complex calculations in the field of weather forecasting, drug discovery, climate modeling, and AI research. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you find the details on supercomputers useful. If you find more interesting details that I missed sharing, please comment below. Also, I have added the reference links in the description. If you find this video valuable, please subscribe my YouTube channel and share it to your friends. We will meet again in next video. Until then, bye bye.